And Benin stood out as the most peaceful and democratic, while countries like Uganda were marked by violence and Gabon and Gambia had disputed outcomes.
There were several polls in Africa in 2016. In Gabon, former African Union Chairman Jean Ping, an allied turned critique of Gabon's President Ali Bongo, ran for president, hoping to break the ruling party's near 50-year grip on power. Bongo, the son of long-running former President Omar Bongo, won a disputed election in 2009 after his father's death. Bongo won his second term, but Ping rejected the election results despite a constitutional court ruling in favor of the incumbent. Ping criticized Bongo's failure to distribute Gabon's oil riches more evenly among the population. In Uganda, tensions simmered as President Yoweri Museveni won a February election with 60% of the vote, extending his 30-year rule by another 5-year term. Main opposition leader Kizza Besigye and other candidates rejected the results, alleging widespread rigging and intimidation by security forces. Ugandan officials said it was free and fair. A petition seeking nullification of Museveni's disputed re-election was submitted to the Supreme Court but was later dismissed.
What has to be done is now they must embark on a political process to ensure an overhaul of an obviously biased and weak system that is unable to deliver fair and fair elections in this country.
Benin elected popular businessman Patrice Talon after a second round of presidential elections in polls analysts said would reinforce Benin's credentials as a model of democracy in sub-Saharan Africa. Talon faced the country's Prime Minister Leon Zinsou following a highly contested first round. Incumbent Boni Yayi, who led the cotton-producing country since 2006, was lauded by critics for quietly stepping down after 2 terms as mandated by the constitution. In neighboring Niger, a presidential runoff vote saw the incumbent Mahamadou Issoufou win a second term despite opposition withdrawal. The opposition accused Issoufou of seeking to suppress dissent and ordering the arrest of opposition supporters ahead of the vote, but the government dismissed the criticism as politically motivated. Some blamed Issoufou's win on the opposition's decision to withdraw from the polls. In Zambia, a disputed election results threatened to divide the country and cause unrest this year. President Edgar Lungu narrowly won the August 11 poll, and his opponent, Hakainde Hichilema, filed court papers to challenge the result, claiming the vote was rigged. 2016 will also go down as the year Ghana cemented the country's reputation as a standard-bearer of democracy in a region that has been blighted by political unrest.
And I thank you, the good people of Ghana, for this massive show of support and the confidence you have reposed in me and my party.
Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of Congo remains in the throes of a political crisis. President Joseph Kabila, in power since 2001, was required by the Constitution to step down when his second elected term ended on December the 19th. Congo has never experienced a peaceful transition of power. In Gambia, a shock opposition victory brought hopes that the small West African country can achieve its first peaceful transition of power in more than 50 years. Yahya Jammeh, who took power in a coup in 1994, initially conceded defeat to little-known challenger Adama Barrow, but in a dramatic about-face, he then rejected the voting results just a week after the polls and challenged the outcome at Gambia's Supreme Court. Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, a Nobel Peace Laureate, has been leading a delegation representing regional bloc ECOWAS delegation that also includes Nigeria's Muhammadu Buhari to find a solution to the current impasse. The year 2016 also saw the ICC make headline news with member states withdrawing their membership. In March this year, the ICC found Jean-Pierre Bemba guilty of crimes including rape and murder. The former Congolese vice president was sentenced to 18 years. Meanwhile, the 27th African Union Summit was held in Kigali, Rwanda in 2016. The summit was expected to elect a new chairperson of the African Union Commission. But the vote failed to produce a two-thirds majority for any three candidates. The elections were postponed to January 2017 AU Summit to be held in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. And Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma remains on as the AU Commission Chair until then. Lehana Toteti, SABC News.
Win a brand new Kia Picanto with SABC TV license. You can also win an all-expenses-paid trip to the Last Dance concert in Richards Bay on the 31st of December 2016. To win, SMS your valid TV license number to 33175 as many times as you can. SMSs cost R1.50, T's and C's apply. It's another great SABC summer. It's all about you.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Various African countries weakened this year from Nigeria's naira, which fell as the dollar shortage in the countries persisted.